Hi, I'm Pastor Dave Peterson at Trinity Lutheran Church in Dallas, Oregon. And I want to talk to you a little bit about a trip I made to Israel last summer. And I had an awesome time, and I wish I had done this trip so much earlier in my ministry. I learned so much. I'm going to be leading a tour in November of 2015, and I'm going to be leading almost the same tour I took before. And because I wanted other people to experience what I experienced, kind of walking in the footsteps of Jesus in Israel. I've been here as a pastor in Dallas for almost 27 years, almost 28 years. And on this tour, I went on this tour with Educational Opportunities. And they've been leading tours for over 40 years to Israel. And our teacher was Dr. Monty Luker, who is a professor of Old Testament at Southern Lutheran Seminary in South Carolina. He also spends a good deal of his time over in Israel, and he's been doing this for quite a few years, so he really knows what he's talking about, and he's really a great teacher. He's very calm, lots of fun, and we had just a great time the 2 weeks that we went. Just kind of where we'll be going different days. We're going to fly into Tel Aviv, and the first thing we're going to do is find a hotel, but we're going to go to Caesarea, and we're going to see where Paul was imprisoned in the Praetorium before he was taken to Rome, where he ended his life. And we'll be able to see that place. Caesarea is a lot of fun, very interesting, because it's where Herod built a man-made or human-made harbor. And so you'll see what's left of that. It's pretty amazing that they could do that, but it's a very interesting place to visit. We'll go from there to Nazareth, see where Jesus grew up. We'll go into a museum that's made to look like, the area is made to look like what probably looked like when Jesus was a boy. We'll go to a town close to Nazareth where Jesus and his father probably went to work as carpenters or stonemasons, and see places there that they're digging up. It's very interesting. After that, we'll spend about 3 days, 2 or 3 days at the Sea of Galilee, where a lot of Jesus' ministry happened. We'll go to Capernaum, which is where, remember, they dug through the roof and let the paraplegic down, and then Jesus healed him. It's also where Jesus spent, in Mark, it's called Jesus' home. So you'll be able to see that actual home. That's really a lot of fun. And the synagogue that Jesus does some things in, which is right next to the home. We'll take a boat ride on the Sea of Galilee, like Jesus would have been on the same ocean, or actually not ocean, but lake. And we'll eat the fish that they fished for there. That'll be fun. And we'll go see a first century fishing boat that they dug up out of the mud a few years back. We'll see the traditional sites of the Beatitudes and where Jesus multiplied the loaves and fishes. From there, we'll go to the springs of Dan, which is about 100 springs that come up and create the Dan River that then goes into the Jordan River, becomes the Jordan River. We'll go to Caesarea Philippi, and we'll see the place where Peter says, "You are the Christ," and Jesus says, "Well, flesh and blood hasn't revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven has." We'll go down the Jordan River to the Old Testament site of Jericho and spend some time there. We'll go to where the Dead Sea Scrolls are in Qumran and where they lived, and we'll see that. You'll just be amazed looking at those cliffs and what that's like. We'll take a couple days rest, Sabbath rest, at a kibbutz right on the Dead Sea or close to the Dead Sea. You can go down and go swimming in the mud, or swimming in the salt water, or go put mud on your body. I didn't do that, but others did. And then from there we'll go to Masada, and we'll go to Arad, the Solomon's Temple down in southern Israel. And then we'll end up going into Bethlehem, where Jesus was born, in the West Bank. We'll also then go to Jerusalem, the Western Wailing Wall, the Temple Mount, the Old City of David, Hezekiah's Tunnel, Pool of Siloam, where Jesus heals a person that can walk again, to the Garden of Gethsemane, to the Mount of Olives, to where Jesus prayed just before he died. And we'll end with the Jewish Holocaust Museum, and the very last day we'll go to Emmaus, where some of his disciples were heading to the road to Emmaus after he had died and had saw the resurrected Jesus. And then we're with him, and when they broke bread, they recognized Jesus. So the last thing we're going to do is have lunch in Emmaus, break bread together, and recognize Jesus. This whole trip really helped me. It was amazing, and I just loved it. And I want you to experience that too. You really should. It's amazing. The price of the tour is a little under $4,000, and it includes everything except lunches and whatever incidentals you might buy. But it's pretty much everything, airfare, everything. So please, it's really, I think, a fairly decent price for that. You can contact me at Pastor Dave at DallasTLC.org, or you can go to our website, which is www.dallastlc.org, and there's a box there you can click on that'll get you to the Educational Opportunities website that kind of shows you what the tour is about. But email me if you have any questions. I'd love to answer your questions, and if you want to know more about the trip, please let me know. We're going to be going the 2nd and 3rd week of November 2015. So won't you join me? Won't you come along? We'll have a great time together. We'll read the Bible at some of the amazing biblical sites. You'll actually be there listening to the words of the Bible at the site where these things happened. That just was amazing to me. So join us, won't you? I hope you will. Take care.